The Tammie Jean stream! Oh man, I love watching that Jean stream.
It's Tammie Jean. Here's Tammie Jean. Tammie Jean. And she's finally saying, she's Tammie Jean. Tammie Jean.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the after party. Even though there's no Ken show tonight, we'll still try to make a party of it. Let's see. I see people are in the chat already. I see Charles Gillespie. Hi, Charles. Susan Lee. NB Drones. Northside Hawk. Hi, Dominic. Artco Drone Solutions is here. Hi, Art. Maddie is here. Hey, Matt. Wedge and Big is here. Scott. Jackrabbit FPV is here. Hugo. Tony from Quadcopters and Tech. Let's see. 107 Drones. Oh, great crowd here. Thank you guys for being here. Drone photography. Hey, thanks for coming over. Let's see. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'll keep an eye out. Oh, I see Ashley is here. Hi, Ashley. Wayne B. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm trying it a little earlier tonight, but I think that the Thursday Night Live replay might still be going on over there. So I don't know, maybe we'll have maybe we'll have some people show up later, or maybe we'll just have a small intimate gathering this evening. We'll see how it goes. I did see that there was also, I don't know, there were a few things going on tonight, but that's okay. Thank you all for being here. We've got some cool things coming up tonight. Oh, wait, let me see. I see TJ Grady. Hey there. I see Danish Stallion. First time here. Thank you. Thanks for coming over. Let's see. Yeah, we got some good stuff coming up tonight. We have a pilot spotlight tonight of a really good pilot you probably may already be familiar with. Little bit later on, we're going to have a special segment of how to build and fire a potato cannon. It's the DIY project that you didn't know you wanted to do, but you will want to do this. It's so cool. Hopefully someone can help me out later on with a little fish identification. I think I told y'all last week that I feed my fish in the stream outside, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of fish are there for a video I'm making. So I'll give you a little peek at a video in the works, but maybe if you know what kind of fish they are, you can help me out. But first, before we get too far into it, you know what? I wanted to do a little recap of last week's show. If anyone missed it, I mean, it was a really good show, and just saying. And here's a little peek. Let's see. It's show number 3. Um, 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 I don't know. Here I am. Let's see. I got my little cheat sheet. Oh, sometimes I just, and let's see. Oh, and so, and then we'll just kind of chat and see what else is going on here. So thank you. Yeah, I say like every other word is completely unwatchable. I was trying to pull all the ums. I think that was the first 20 minutes, not even. I say all the time. I don't know why. Am I afraid of the awkward silence, or am I just always trying to think? I don't know. And I even thought that I was being kind of aware of it too, because it's been pointed out to me that I say all the time. And I even saw it the first time that I was on Ken Heron's show. I was saying all the time. I was like, wow, I really need to break that habit. That is horrible. But here I am watching last week's show, and wow, every single pause, every single let me gather my thought had another in it, and it's horrible. See, I had a right there. I don't know if counts as I think it does. It's a really horrible filler for a pause. I don't know. It was so bad when I was looking back over it, because I do read all of the chat afterwards. I was like, wow. Oh, yeah, see? Like it's just so bad. So, sorry about that. I think I have a little something to work on with the ums. No, it was really overboard, so I'm going to try really hard. Maybe I'll just try to take a breath inside. I don't know. I thought it was so bad. So sorry about that. But hey, on the bright side, it could be like a really fun drinking game. This is the after party. So if you were inclined to get yourself a beverage and take a little sip every time I say I think you'd get the party started real fast. So anyway, I know I threw myself under the bus, but I think it's noticeable. I think it's noticeable as hell. I thought it was horrible. So anyway, yes. So that that was a little something I guess I found out about myself. All the ums. But let's see where we're going to start tonight. Let's start maybe with a little chat review. All right, enough of that. I got some questions I pulled out of the chat from last week, and I think some from the week before as well. Here's something that I wanted to. Oh, wait, here's a question. Are you planning on doing your show every Thursday or every other Thursday like Ken is now doing? I think for now I'm going to do every Thursday, just to try to get this whole thing up and running and see if I can maybe have a regular crowd over here. And oh, that was a bad one. I'm going to try to do it every week. and see how it goes. I mean, maybe eventually I will want to take a break like Ken. I don't know. So far, it's been fun. Maybe I could see me wanting to do it every week in the winter. Maybe by next summer, I'll go on to every other. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if viewership drops off dramatically because I'm running out of things to say. But as of now, I'm planning on doing it every week. And thank you guys, for joining me. Oh, this was kind of funny. Robert Rittenhouse said he can't read my name without it being in Ken's voice. Same. I never would have thought that, but yeah, definitely. I hear it too. I hear it too. I can't lie. Gary from Brand Aerials asked if as a pilot I'm bi. Well, of course, we were talking about GPS camera drones and FPV drones. And yes, I believe I have a liking for both. I go both ways when it comes to drones. So yes, Gary, you're right. This was actually from Uncle Bill's stream, but 107 asked me if Jasper has separation anxiety when I leave. I would say no. He is getting a lot more used to me being home. I've been working from home since the pandemic, which is awesome. And I love that I can just be here with him all day. In the past, I used to commute an hour to New Jersey, and I wouldn't say he got anxiety, but he got pretty pissed off. Like, I'd say, hey, I'm on my way to work. Come give mom a kiss. And I'd get like this side eye. And then he'd walk away. I'd be like, where's mom's kisses? Where's mom's kisses? And he would just go to the other room because he was mad at me for leaving. So I'd go out into the car. And as I'm pulling out of the driveway, I'd see his little face in the window. I hate that. It makes me so sad on my way to work every day. So actually, I would say probably I had separation anxiety. He was just really kind of mad at me. Now that I'm home all the time, I think that, he always wants to go for a ride in the car with me. Shh, you didn't hear that. But he might actually get a little bit of sleep when I finally do leave. Maybe he's like, finally have the house to myself. I don't know. But he's always been pretty good about that. Let's see if there were any other questions. Well, this was something from the chat that I wanted to bring up. My friend Dominic from Northside Hawk said that he wants to get to 200 subs because someone told him that he wouldn't. Now, I know when we were first talking about it in the stream, he was at 72. He's already up to 100 subscribers, so I would say he's well on the way. But, I just hate that someone told him he would never get to 200. I just hate that. So, I know we might be on different sides of the fence. We got FPV, we got GPS, but, can we all come together for the common goal of shutting somebody's mouth up? Because I just hate that anyone would be discouraging to anyone, especially if you've seen the creativity that Dominic puts into his videos. He should easily get to 200. He should easily get to 500. If he keeps putting out content, I'm sure people will definitely come to his channel and subscribe. But if you want to help a guy out on the way to proving someone wrong, hop on over to Northside Hawk and throw him a sub. Doesn't hurt. So I think that's everything from chat last week. And there were some more questions, but I didn't get to pull everything out from last week's show. So if I didn't get to your question, it might be next week. Let's see what else I had. Oh, I know. I think we've got a little community news. Now, I won't be doing industry news like ever because I feel like it's really solidly covered elsewhere. A lot of channels cover the news and cover what's going on in the industry in general, but I will be occasionally doing a little community news. That's a snappy little song, huh? So, only a few things in the news this week, but I think they're all pretty important. Two are the meetups that are coming up, and I promised I would show the information. So, the first one that's coming up is August 13th and 14th. It's the Midwest Drone Meetup in the Chicago area. I'm not sure how you say it. Buswoods? Ned Brown Meadows, but the address is up top. It seems like they have a lot of really cool things planned. A lot of great people are going, and I think the Chicago area would just be so cool to fly with all those buildings. I mean, camera drones, FPV drones, you're going to have a great time August 13th and 14th for sure. And then right after that is Mindfield Ken Herron's meetup in Brownsville, Tennessee. I know there will be some cool guests there as well, including Joshua Bardwell. But all the information is right here. I know there is some sort of sign up going on with Ken as well, but I don't know. I think sometimes two people just show up at these things. So if it turns out you could go, I'm sure both are a great time. The big meetup that I was able to go to was South Florida, and wow, what a great time meeting other pilots in the community for sure. So I highly encourage anyone to go to a meetup. I mean, you might not even fly, you might just be chatting with people the entire time, and it'll be a blast for sure. Um, oh, and one other news article one other thing I just wanted to point out, and if someone has a link, they can pop in the chat. Feel free. But there is a fundraiser going on right now for our very good friend Susan Lee. I'm sure you have seen her name in the chats. Susan Lee is everywhere. She is such a great supporter of the drone community. I don't know, she may be a part of other communities as well, but she is just always there for everyone. She always has a kind word for everyone, supports your videos, supports the live streams. So if anyone is able to give back to our good friend Susan Lee, there is a GoFundMe going on. That was a big drink, everyone. But oh yeah, Maddie put it up there. Thank you, Maddie. Maddie and Wedge and Big have set this up for Susan Lee. She really does need transportation to be able to get to and from appointments. And if anyone could help out, that would be really great. So see what you can do about that. Yes, absolutely, Ashley. She is a wonderful person. You can just tell. So let's see. I think we should probably go into our pilot spotlight for this week. They're all too long, sorry. The pilot spotlight this week is Wedge and Big. Now, if you are not subscribed to Wedge and Big, get yourself over there and sub up, because his videos are such a treat to watch. he puts a lot of time and effort into flying, into editing, into showcasing these different places that he goes in such a beautiful and exciting way. And I will show you one of his videos. So if you're not familiar, we'll give you a little taste. Let's fill it up. Right? Like, how exciting was that, you guys? I hope you all, if you weren't familiar with Wedge and Big, like get over there and give him a sub. He is one of these people that is like so dedicated to what he's doing. He's been posting on a schedule. It was every Sunday. I think he's going to every other Sunday, but even still, we all know that's a huge effort, especially with all of the time that goes into editing these epic features he creates. I think on that one there, I commented something like, am I the only one who is expecting James Bond to like swan dive out the door of a helicopter and parachute down onto the rooftop of one of those mansions? I mean, really, it looked like either the beginning of an action movie or, that little montage in the middle right before that the hand-to-hand combat starts. that was part of my comment too, because am I right? Every action movie, like the good guy has that moment where he could just shoot the bad guy, but he doesn't do it. That's when he drops his guns, he starts pushing up his sleeves, and he's challenging the bad guy to hand combat, and he takes him down that way eventually. Every time, it to the point where I start to laugh. If you've never noticed this before, you're going to notice it now. They never just shoot the bad guy. That would end it too quick. You got to do a little, fight like real men kind of thing. So I wanted to say that Wedge and Big flies the Air 2S and the DJI FPV. He blends them together so nicely. Another also, if you haven't seen his wife, Ashley Brown, in the chat, I'm sure you have. She is super supportive of him and super supportive of everyone else because she goes around and comments on videos too. She's in our live streams. So shout out to Ashley. She's awesome. I wanted to say too, besides, go subscribe. I swear, I just congratulated you on 500 and now you're at 521. This is a very fast growing channel, you guys. Very fast growing. But also, Wedge and Big has created a Facebook page, which you may have heard about. You may have joined. It's the United States Drone Society. So already got 540 members. So for anyone on Facebook, go on over there. I know Wedge and Big is trying to get a really supportive community going on over there. And also, if you weren't able to jump on to the Susan Lee fundraiser from link in the chat tonight, I know that it is posted on the page of the United States Drone Society as well. So you can pick it up from over there if you are able. Anything helps. But yeah, the link to the GoFundMe is on the United States Drone Society page as well. So if you can, support our friends. All right. So I know last week we went over a little bit of analytics, and I do have one little thing that I wanted to show you tonight. I'll play my goofy video, but not too much. One thing that I thought was really interesting that you guys might want to check out, if you go into your YouTube analytics, go to your channel in analytics, and then go to the audience tab. And if you scroll down, you can see on the bottom of this page, it says when your viewers are on YouTube. So if you scroll down, you will see this very pretty chart. And it shows you when your people are on. So the cool thing about that is if you are trying to figure out when to post your video to get a lot of traction in the beginning, like for me, it doesn't look like Wednesday morning is going to do me any good. The weekends are usually better, but I thought that that was a really interesting little chart because isn't it funny? Like, look at Thursday night. See that dark purple? That means a lot of people that view my channel are online on Thursday night. Saturday and Sunday always are a little bit darker than the other days because a lot of people have off on the weekends. But I just thought it was interesting to see when people are on. And let's just say Thursday night at 6, it looks like a lot of people start coming on. So maybe post a video at 5, give YouTube a little time to, churn it up, show it to your viewers. Because if you want to get some activity on your video right from the beginning, what is it? I always forget what it's called. What's that word everybody complains about with YouTube? It's the God, I draw such a blank on that. I can't think of what it's called, but It likes when there's a lot of activity right up front. It likes people viewing, people commenting. And if you've got a lot more the algorithm, thank you, Maddie. I can never think of that word because it starts with an A. So whenever I try to think of algorithm, I think of analytics. And then I can't get analytics out of my head and I can't get to algorithm ever. Thank you, Maddie. And thank you. Oh, Michael from Fly Zone Drone is here. Thank you for coming over. Oh, and I see Ed from Love My Drones is here and Al from Duranify. And Deneen is here and Nemo. Oh, some very cool people joining up. Jim's Droning is here. Oh, I missed a lot of names earlier when I was babbling. Yes, the algorithm likes when you have more activity than is usual for your channel. So let's just say in your first hour of a video being up, maybe you get 5 or 10 views, but for whatever reason, this particular video, you've got like 60 views in the first hour. That makes algorithm perk its little ears up and go, hey, this one must be good. And then YouTube starts sharing you out. So a little good thing to look at is when your viewers are online, because it helps you know when's the best time to post a video to get a lot of activity, hopefully. So yeah, that's my little analytics tip for this week. Last week, I was showing you about the spikes and how a spike on my South Florida drone meetup led me to figure out that everyone was curious about my friend TJ.
We're living in a crazy world, but we need more laughter from teens.
So it's not me who's making this potato cannon for you. It's actually TJ. And I put together a video of TJ and his cannon that I made the video of TJ explaining how to make it and how to fire it. And it is the funniest thing I've ever seen. TJ ends up bringing it out when we hang out. So I've seen the cannon fire more than once, and I don't know, it's funny every time. So I'm going to play this video and actually go grab myself a drink while it's playing because I'm really thirsty.
This is called a potato cannon, and so this is the barrel right here, and then back here you take the cap off, and you have a can of hairspray, and you spray that right in here for like 5 seconds, and then you have your ammunition, a potato, you put into the barrel, and you shove it down in there, and then this is the igniter switch. You could find these at Home Depot. These come with your a gas grill. You know, when you're lighting up the grill, you just push the little button, and then you have to leave some wire, and then you put the two wires together. So that way they can make a spark, and then you and this is all made out of PVC, so you can find this at your local Home Depot or Lowe's. So what you do is you drill a hole, and then you get the igniter switch, you put that in there, and then you get some of that epoxy or whatever. So you put that on there so that way it holds. Get all the pieces that you need, glue them all together, and you're set to go.
Hairspray is sticky. We gotta loosen this cap, so.
Look at it. Alright, so you have your hairspray. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray this in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you put the cap back on. Nice and tight. Snug.
Now, TJ, are you potato gun certified?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Very good.
Point this thing up in the air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It shoots high.
Yeah, it
shoots
does
really
shoot pretty
fast.
high. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
The only disappointing thing is I thought I was going to get a laugh out of you after you shot that thing off.
Yeah. Well, there it is now. It doesn't take much for me to laugh. So.
That was awesome, TJ.
Isn't that great, you guys? That cannon is the funniest thing. And I actually thought that I was going to follow TJ out to the beach and watch him fire the cannon, but instead I got an entire tutorial, so that was even better. Actually, it wasn't in this video, but I pulled out my camera and I said, okay, go. And I thought I was making a video for me. And he goes, welcome to TJ Giggles and Drones. So I guess I was actually making a video for TJ, but I am going to send him that because I did edit it up for him, and well, I edited it up for me and to show you guys because TJ is so cool. And I did notice actually that since last week, I think TJ, yeah, he was at 174. I think TJ has been gaining some subscribers because I think now he's up to 182. So watch out, Wedge and Big. Maybe TJ is going to be the fastest growing channel on YouTube. But yeah, if you guys want to get a laugh or if you just want to support somebody that's really fun and fun to be around, go over and throw TJ a sub because Maddie will tell you he's a really cool guy. So yeah, that's how to build a cannon. Now, everyone, better just save this video down now because you're gonna wanna come back to that. Let me see. I saw some more people coming into the chat. I see Yellow Rose Drones is here. Oh no, definitely not. Although I'll tell you what, that thing comes out with such force. It sounds like a shotgun. This potato goes so high. Like, it's unbelievable. Let's see. I see Jody from Drone Shots is here. Hi there, Jody. Who else? Oh, let me see. What do we got here? Oh, do you have one too, Ed? That is so funny. I would love to know if you made it and if your design is the same as the design that TJ is using. Oh, I see Brad Guitar Man in Texas is here. Hey there, Brad. Oh, and that reminds me. Last week, I had the idea while I was chatting with all you that I should make a map and put everyone's name, not on your exact city. We don't need anyone showing up at your doorstep, but at least in the state, like who's in New York, who's in Florida, who's in Massachusetts, who's in Texas. And that way, if anyone is traveling, let's just say to Texas, I could look and go, oh, hey, look, Brad Guitar Man. I'm sorry, I already forgot your name. Brad Guitar Man in Texas, lives in Texas. I wonder if he's nearby where I'm going. I understand that Texas is very big. I know Angie from Lost Girl is in Texas. But so I just had this idea of making a map and we could all have access to it. And when we are traveling somewhere or even from here to there, and I know I'm going to stop in Virginia, maybe I want to stop in, I think, Al Duran, aren't you in Virginia? Maybe I want to drop in on Al. Maybe he could take me flying. Maybe he knows some cool spots. So anyway, I wanted to let you all know that I did actually start to put this map together. It's going to be online. And hopefully in the next week or two, I'll just share the link in the chat here so everyone can have access to it. And I'm going to update it regularly. So if anyone who was here last week, you're already on the map. I don't want to put anyone on without their permission. Let's just say, you're worried about, I don't know, stalkers. I don't know. Maybe you don't want anyone to know that you live in Pennsylvania. I don't know. So even though I do know just from being in the chats and everything, I know where a lot of people are from, but I'm not going to add your name to the map unless you say, hey, please add me to the map. I'm in Virginia. So if anyone in the chat tonight wasn't here last week, might want to be on the map, just put your state and I'll add you. I've added everyone from last week already. It was a pretty big list, but the map is up and running. It's actually pretty easy to do online. I figured it out yesterday. So yeah. Also, I did notice last week when people were putting their states in the chat, I saw other people like, oh, hey, I'm in the state too. Where are you? Let's get together and fly. And that is so awesome. That's really the goal for me, or for all of us. Let's make friends. Let's see who's near us and we can get together and fly. So that was really cool to see that there were, we already made some love connections. So yeah, thank you. If anyone wants to be added, let me know in the chat, and I will definitely be checking it out later. You were here last week. I already got you. I got you. And actually, I was originally thinking that I was going to do like a handwritten map and put it on the wall behind me, but and in this case, I was like, yeah, no, United States only, sorry. And then I said, okay, Canada. But you know what, Dominic, it's going to be a worldwide thing. I just put in everybody. I put in Ireland. I put in Australia. So if you want to be on the map, let me know. Let's see, what else do I have? I had a couple of ideas that I wanted to throw out, see what you guys think of it. I mean, besides my really cool map idea. Now, I was just thinking recently about, and not that anyone here, oh, don't you worry, Ray. Don't you worry, Ray. I'm not going to put your secret spots down. You guys, if you go to Florida, when Ray is in Florida, he's in Florida for the winter. Yeah, Ray, do I put you on 2 different states? I guess I do. I guess I got to put Ray in New York and in Florida because he's a snowbird. But you definitely want to go flying with Captain Ray Kelly when you are in Florida, because he actually does have some really cool secret spots. And they're only a secret until you go flying with him, or until he posts his video online and tells everybody where his secret spots are. So he actually does share, but he has some great spots. We flew some really awesome locations last few trips to Florida. So thank you, Ray. I know about your secret spots. How do you guys find places to fly? We were talking about that, I think, on the first show, or no, it was on the second show when Kim Fused and Gardo were here. We were talking about spot whores who don't want to share their spots. Me a little bit. Although I'm getting better. But I did used to get annoyed when people were stealing my spots. Now I really do feel like everything is online, but I still, if I'm looking for a place to fly, I'm not looking through Instagram and I'm not looking through YouTube. I'm actually looking on Google Maps, because I want to go, I guess, within an hour radius normally. But I look on Google Maps too when I'm traveling. Like, in a few weeks, I'm going to be traveling out to Ohio to visit my dad, and then down to Tennessee to visit my daughter. and I'm definitely going to be stopping and flying along the way. Last time, I think last time I flew in Akron, Ohio. I flew in Dayton. I flew in Cincinnati. I just kept finding spots all the way down, and that was a bunch of pre-work up front before I even got in the car, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to drive past a really cool spot that I didn't know was there. Um, all right. All right. I guess I'll tell you a little story. I definitely have this hardcore fear of missing out, and it stems from when I was younger and I went camping with my family. My family was going camping with another family. My little brother and this kid were BFFs all through school, and our two families started to do things together like all the time. Like we were camping upstate with them a bunch of times. I know they invited us skiing. Like we're always doing stuff with this other family, but this one time they invited us to Maryland, camping near Ocean City, and I thought, wow, that's so cool. And they actually had me, because they had a great big Winnebago, so they had me drive I drove their car because they wanted to have their car once they got there. And my car at the time never would have made it. It was a hunk of junk. So I was cool to drive their car down for them and meet them at the campsite. But the problem with that was it was really like their trip. Like everything we did was whatever they had planned out. And now I didn't have a car because I drove their car. So I was just kind of tagging along with them the whole time. But we had fun. The campground was fun. We went to Ocean City a bunch of times. We were hanging on the boardwalk. We were hanging out on the beach. It was a great vacation. And after I got home, like a week or two later, I found out that I was 2 minutes away from Assateague Island, which is where the wild horses run. And I had always wanted to go there, like my whole childhood and high school years. Like I always wanted to go to this spot, and I was 2 minutes away from it, and I didn't even know. And even if I did know, I didn't have a car. And that hurt so bad, because at that time I was just so piss poor broke. I had no money. I had no way to travel. And I just didn't know when I was ever going to get back there ever again. I was heartbroken that I didn't go see the wild horses. So I say all that to say that now I always prefer to take my own car, and I always research the shit out of any place I'm going. I've got the map. I know what's nearby. I know what's on the route there, the route back. Let's take a different way back. Let's see different stuff. I mean, I am so all over Google Maps. It's ridiculous. So for my little trip to Ohio and Tennessee, I'm going to find all the places to fly along the route, and that'll be a video. Yeah, exactly. I know I'm a little behind in the chat, but yeah, fear of missing out big time. Like I don't want to know. I don't want to find out that I was like 5 minutes away from the coolest thing and I just didn't even know. And I'm not saying I'm going to drive like an hour off the highway or anything. Hey there, Kim. Nice to see you. And you know what? Kim and Gardo did a really great live the other night, reviewing videos, FPV videos. That was a really good live, Kim. We had a good time watching. So yeah, I definitely do my research now and make sure that I don't miss anything. But that's how I find places to fly around here too. Like I'm constantly on Google Maps and I'm zooming in and let me see. Look, there's a park, and let me see if well, it looks like they got cool trees, and oh, there's a lake nearby that might make a nice scenic photo. So whatever. I get way into my Google Maps. How do you guys find places to fly? I'm looking at the chat. I see everyone saying hi to Kim. So everybody's like, yeah, hey, rock star. So yeah, well, Kim is the one who told me about spot whores, and that started a whole hashtag thing. I think actually Chris from Sunrise Water Media said, hashtag buy your own damn book, because back in the day, I used to buy books to find where to go hiking and everything. And I used to get pissy when people stole my hiking spots. You'll have to go back to show number 1 to hear me complain, or show number 2 to hear me complaining about that. Hashtag buy your own book. So, yes, just a little reminder that there is a GoFundMe out for Susan Lee. I know, Jackrabbit. I know it's going to be a good time. I was considering going. I was actually considering going to Chicago on my way through from Ohio down to Tennessee, but it's like so much to coordinate. I'm going to have both of the animals with me. For Mindfield, I think I'm actually still with my daughter at that point. So, do I ditch my daughter for the day and go out 3 hours away to Minefield, or do I bring her with me? Is she going to be bored? Is she going to be sitting in the air-conditioned car with the animals while I'm like flying my drone around the structures? I don't know. It all seems very complicated and too hard to plan this year. I don't know. It might just be family time for me in August, and I'll have to look into, next year's meetups, or planning a New York meetup is possible. We'll see. But as of right now, I don't think I'm going to any of the meetups. It's just, I don't know, for this year, planning anything it just got way too complicated. So I think I'm just tapping out. I'm tapping out. I had enough, and we'll see what happens next year. Ooh. Now that sounds like a fun road trip. I went to New Mexico when I was younger, and let me tell you something. I was so broke back then, but I was invited to a wedding in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, and I said, there is just no way. I mean, I could hardly afford to put gas in my car. Like, financial status, rinsing paper plates, to reuse. Like, it was not a good time. But, and I told my friend, like, there is no way I can go to New Mexico. You crazy? But he said, look, I gave you 10 months notice, save a little every month. And I thought, maybe, I guess I could. So, even though I didn't feel like I was in the financial category of traveling, I started to save a little bit every month. I know some months I put away $50, other months I put away $100, and that was really scraping and scrounging to try to put that money aside. But by the time the following spring came, I had enough to get a plane ticket. I had enough to get a hotel. And I ended up putting everything else that I couldn't really afford on my credit card, because my credit card was pretty much at zero at that time. I don't remember what Bugs Bunny said about New Mexico. I need to hear the rest of that. But yeah, I saved up. And I did go to New Mexico, and I went for 10 days, and I circled the whole state. I went up north. I went down south. I went to Carlsbad Caverns. I cut across the middle of the state. Oh man, I wish I had a drone back then. I took pictures with a 35 millimeter camera. But yeah, it was like the best trip. I had so much fun, and I was so glad that I was able to go. And when the credit card bill came the following month, I owed $800. And at that time, Oh, I was so sick to my stomach that I owed $800 and I didn't know how I was ever going to pay for it. Oh, yes, I missed that right turn at Albuquerque. Yes, that's right. Wow, how can I forget that? I used to say that all the time when I was a kid. So yeah, that's my little story about travel is now I don't like to say no to anything because looking back, like I was sick to my stomach when I got my credit card bill, but I don't remember that. I don't remember. It probably took me 2 years to pay that off. I don't remember that part, but I totally remember my trip to New Mexico. And it was the most awesome thing seeing these places that just look like they were out of a book. I mean, New Mexico is unbelievable. So, yeah, I would say whenever you get the chance to travel, don't say no. Try to save up and see if you could do it because you'll never be sorry that you traveled for sure. All right, so let me tell you something I was thinking about. I was thinking about like, oh, night, Maddie Matt. Good night. Thanks for being here. Um, Let me tell you something I was thinking about. I know no one important is here. As far you're all important to me. I just mean as far as like people who make laws and people who have any kind of influence. I know that I have none, but I was thinking about there is a lighthouse in Georgia. I think it's called Tybee. Anyway, they do something interesting. On Tuesdays, they allow drones to fly it. Maybe it's from 9 to 5. I don't know. There's a certain time and a certain day when you can fly this lighthouse. And I thought that that is such a good idea. Like, why can't state parks do that? Why can't national parks do that? It's like the most beautiful places discourage drone flyers from flying. And I do understand that people who are hiking, maybe they don't want to hear the buzzing going on over their head. They're trying to, be at one with nature. Like I get it because I'm into hiking, but how can you not want to go to like Yellowstone with a drone, And I'm sure especially state parks, if you launch from outside the park and fly in, totally legal, but it would be so much nicer. Oh, is that right? It would be so much nicer to just be allowed. Like, you know what? Tuesday is drone day. And if they want to charge extra, you know what? If I was going to Yellowstone, I would pay an extra $20 for my drone permit to go fly in the park that day. Like, why can't we have drone day? I would plan my whole trip around being at the cool places on Tuesdays or whatever day they pick to just allow drones. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. I want to fly all the cool places. Yeah, I just like I understand both sides of it for sure. Like I definitely do because and I also think there's a lot of people out there that don't fly their drones properly. They don't follow the rules and that's a whole different discussion. But just as far as like for people that know how to fly uh, and are responsible with their drone, they're not going to be buzzing over a crowd of people. They're not going to be like having it blasted by Old Faithful and landing on someone's head. Like people who are responsible, I don't know. I just feel like it would be nice to be able to fly. Yeah, that is true, 107. I have to agree with you, protecting the animals because um I I was flying 2 or 3 nights ago. I was flying at the trestle near us, and at a certain point in time, I know that there are deer walking around near the woods, and I did fly over there and I thought, "Oh, this is a cool shot," because I didn't want to totally terrify the deer. I wasn't going to chase him, But I saw this deer and he had great big antlers. And so I kind of focused in on him for a minute. And then I like lifted up and turned towards the trestle and flew towards the trestle. And I was like, that's a cool shot. But I could definitely see someone spotting a deer and chasing them down. Like, yeah, no, you're right. It would be to protect the animals. That's a whole nother story. I was thinking about, it being an annoyance to the people, but yeah, an annoyance to the animals is a good point. You're trying to conserve, conservation. Yeah, I don't know. Now I might have flipped back to the other side. Maybe we shouldn't be flying in areas that they're trying to keep wild and keep nature intact. There are but they're like the most beautiful places. Like they're really so beautiful. I would love to have drone shots of them. Downtown Las Vegas. Wow. That should be some really nice spots. I can't wait to see what you get. I think cities look so cool, especially at night. That's why I had to highlight Deneen last week. I love her city shots and all the buildings and all the lights. All you people that are going out to the Midwest meetup, you're going to be right next to Chicago. You're going to get some good stuff out there, and I'm already jealous. Oh, yeah. Because you know what? People are stupid flying directly over a geyser. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the problem. And I think that's probably how a lot of laws come to be, is because someone is being stupid and now we have a law about it. I think that's how a lot of things happen. Yeah, absolutely. There's too many idiots. And I don't know how do you police that? If you got a great big national park or even a great big state park, how do you police like all the idiots that are in there? I don't think you can. All right, fine. We have to ban them. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know some parks let you. Oh, hey, Troy's here. Hey, Troy, thanks for coming over. Oh, Troy, you going to Midwest meetup? Oh, man, such cool people going there. That's going to be a good time out in the Chicago area. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that with flying in state national parks, but now you guys have kind of convinced me it's probably not a good idea. Because the animals don't know it's Tuesday and it's drone day. They would probably just all be stressed out. Bear would be all standing in a stream trying to catch a salmon, and here comes a drone distracting them. All right, fine. We got to keep nature wild. Darn it. Anybody else pop in? Let's see. Did I say hi to NB drones? I don't know. Yep, laws suck. No, it's true. It's true. All right, so what else we got for you guys? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to show you a piece of my little video I'm not done with, but I was talking about my fish, and I would love to know what kind of fish I have in the stream. This stream is right behind my house, and these fish look for me every day. I know Uncle Bill was making fun of me when I was telling him about it, but I walk out on the bridge behind the house and they can hear me talking. They hear my footsteps on the bridge, and they all start coming up towards the bridge, and they wait for me to throw food. I give them hot dogs and I give them chicken. The chicken is nice because it kind of shreds up into little bitty pieces, and there's a lot of baby fish in there. So I don't know, but I just want to know what kind of fish they are. Let me see if I have this video queued up. All right, I do. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it might be long. I don't know. It's like 2 something minutes. But yeah. If does anybody out there know fish? These are New York freshwater fish. And I know that some of them are sunfish and some of them are catfish. And the others, I'm guessing maybe a bass. I don't know. Let me play it. All right, I'm not gonna bore you with my fish anymore, but yeah, there's a lot of fish in there, and there's so many little babies. Like I'm just wondering what they're going to turn into. Those little babies, they've got like a stripe on them. There are so many of them, and they're not afraid of me. I walk into the water with my GoPro and sit it down on a rock, and those babies are right there. They don't even swim away, but I don't see anything eating them either. So what happens is, oh, hey, I don't even think I said hi to Chris Wedgeworth. Hey, Chris, thanks for coming. And then, yeah, hello and goodbye. Good night. Um, yeah, I really, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to start Googling fish. Yeah. They hit those hot dogs so hard. Like it's hilarious. It's my daily entertainment. If I feed them bread, they hit the top of the water so hard to get that bread. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting too. Once I had the GoPro underwater, I found out how much they can hear me. Because I go out on the bridge every morning and I'm like, fish. And here they all come. And some are like jumping out of the water. I'm like, do tricks for mommy. But yeah, Jasper likes it too because he gets a few bites of hot dog. I saw somebody say, oh, I heard that feed them cat food. No, I heard that. Like maybe they like that. Maybe they like, I don't know. I know cat food is salty. So oh, see now I'll look all these up and I'll see if it matches up with what I'm seeing. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I was hoping somebody might know or at least be mildly entertained by my fish. But yeah, that's the morning routine. The cat gets to run around the yard a little bit. The dog gets to run around the yard a little bit, and the fish gets some hot dogs and chicken before I start my work from home. It's my boring little life over here. I swear I never leave this house. Working from home is like so awesome, but it's also so bad because leaving the house is such a chore. Gotta get dressed. Okay, so I have a question, and this is probably going to be my community poll for next week. But curious to know, do you guys think about like who the audience of your video is, or like what your YouTube audience, if they're going to enjoy the video you're making? Like, I know some people are like, no, I just make videos for myself and I don't really care if people watch them or not. And some people are like, no, I got to make this entertaining. And they take 2 hours of footage and they show you the best 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, I was just wondering how much you consider your audience. And the thing that makes me think about it, well, I guess one is I am trying not to be boring, you know, and for those of us that look at analytics, when you put up a yeah, the fish are mildly entertaining. The cat likes it. Yeah, you know, it's like I do make stuff for myself, and especially at the beginning when I was really just trying to document my journey of learning FPV. Well, learning the FPV drone. I don't feel I've learned FPV yet. I haven't gone into manual mode yet. But so yeah, I think in the beginning it was just for myself to document my progress, I guess. But I do think about audience when I'm editing because I don't know, like let's just say I'm flying around the Hudson River and I'm on my way out to film this island. Like, it's taking so long to get there. Like, who's going to watch me fly all the way out to that island, and why would they want to? Like, that's why I end up editing, because I am trying to keep it interesting. And just because I got 45 minutes of footage flying around the river, like no one's going to sit and watch that. So I think in some ways we are all thinking about audience a little bit, but I think yeah, you know, I think there is an element of that. Like, you do want your viewers to enjoy what you're doing. Like, you had a great flight and it was fun, but if you want people to enjoy it, you know, of course. Oh, you can't get around to editing. I know. It takes so much time to edit. It really does. Um but I think that taking a video, even let's just say you had kind of a standard flight. You know, for me a standard flight is, you know, maybe I go to the trestle, fly up to the train trestle, there goes a train across the bridge, I turn around and get the sunset, fly back to the car. Maybe it's not that exciting, but once you put a little music to it, you know, like a few cuts, so it's like I feel like not that much effort actually does improve video quality quite a bit. I think just music, I think improves the video quite a lot. Ideal video length, that is a good question, 107, and I've thought about that a lot. For me, it depends. I think it might depend on the edit, because if the edit is exciting and it's keeping you engaged, 5-6 minutes can go by and you wouldn't even know. If I were to post, let's just say, flying out to that island in the Hudson, and a minute later I'm still flying out to that island in the Hudson, everyone already clicked off. Like, it's boring. Once it gets boring, you're done. So I don't know. I think sometimes the ideal video length is 2 minutes, 3 minutes. 4 is starting to push it, but I do get a little ADD with things like that. Like I just, okay, I had enough of this one. No offense to anybody, all your videos are great, but no, I my attention span can be flighty. It depends. But so sometimes I think like the 2 to 3 minute range is good, but then I don't know if you're trying to build up your view hours, then you need a little bit longer video. And then again, I think it depends too. Yeah. Well, that's why analytics are good, Dominic, because analytics let you know what's working. I've had one I swear I worked so hard and I thought it was so exciting. And then I saw it had the biggest drop off in the first 30 seconds. Like people took one look and they were like, nope, not for me. I was like, oh, I worked so hard on that video. And I got like no retention. Like nobody stuck around, to see the cool part a little further in. I don't know. But yeah, 30-minute video. But you know what? Here again, this is where it depends on who your audience is, because what got me thinking about audience really was drift. When I make a drift video, it's kind of for the drift guys. It's not even for my regular YouTube viewers. It's for the drift guys. And they don't even care if I was flying like shit that day. Like they want to see their car. They want to see their car go around the track. And so even sometimes when I put a lot of cuts, because I am still trying to keep it exciting, or like I cut out the part where I thought I was flying crappy. Like the guys at the track just want to see their car and that's all they care about. So, Max can post like an hour-long video without music. And the drift guys will watch the entire thing because they're just looking for their car. And that's it. They just want to see their car go around the track. So he doesn't even really need to put any effort into his edits of the track if he doesn't feel like it, because the drift guys are going to watch it. But now, if you want to make a video for our YouTube family, then there are edits and there are cuts and there is music. And, if you look at, say, Max's latest drift video, it's so good. It goes to the music so well. The edit is just so great and it keeps you watching for the whole thing. That's an edit. I mean, the drift guys enjoy that too. They might be a little sad if their car didn't make it into that edit, but it's something that everyone can enjoy, whereas other edits I think are more just for the drivers. The thing that had got me thinking about it in the first place was the first time we ever went to drift, someone put together a video and it was kind of like their experience at drift. So his video showed him getting up in the morning, turning off the alarm, sleepy. He poured a cup of coffee. He's packing his gear. And I remember it's like 2 minutes in, I was thinking, drift guys don't give a shit that you got up early. But like that video was maybe not for the drift guys. That was more for his YouTube audience. It's like a different thing. But I think trying to keep it exciting no matter who your audience is. Yeah, me too. But that is why I look at analytics though, Michael, because you just never know. It's like you think you're putting together something really good and then nobody watches it. It's like it's got 75 views 2 weeks later and you thought it was going to be your big video, I don't know. It's hard to figure out what people want to see, but I do think about the audience when I'm editing because I am trying to keep it exciting. And I think that's probably why I started mixing footage in the first place, a little bit of camera drone, a little bit of FPV, just mix up the shots. And I even like to mix in ground footage too. So you're just getting lots of different points of view. To me, that, that's me trying to make it interesting. But Oh, you're just really not into editing. There are simple editors out there too, though. They're not all so complicated, really. There are editors where you can just make some clips and put it to music. Like, it doesn't have to be all of this, fancy schmancy stuff. It does, though. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I enjoy it. Um, Oh, choosing the music. Oh my gosh. Choosing the music is one of the hardest parts because I feel like this song really influences how the whole thing feels. Again, talking about drift. There were like 6 guys the first time we ever went to the track, and this one guy, okay, so you figure someone puts their drift footage to rap. Someone puts it to rock. Okay, that's cool. This one guy put his drift video to this laid back, like hippie music. It made drift look like Sesame Street. It was just like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, I couldn't imagine why he chose that song, but maybe that fit his personality. But yeah, music makes such a big difference. I spend way too much time trying to find a song. Yeah, tutorials can be a lot longer actually, because there's a tutorial that I watch how to set up your live stream on StreamYard. Like, I think I watch it every time I'm trying to set up my live stream on StreamYard. So, tutorials definitely, they can be a lot longer and people will watch the whole way in, but yeah, truth. And I think some of my earlier videos I feel are absolutely unwatchable. Yeah, you gotta hook them. So what's gonna do it? Is it the music? Is it like you come right out with something like exciting right in the beginning? Because I know I made a video once and I felt like I didn't want viewers to drop off towards the end, so I was putting, like, my better clips towards the end, but I think they dropped off before they saw them because the clips in the beginning were just kinda so-so. So, I don't know. It's like I thought I was going to keep them interested by putting my better and better and better clips towards the end, but no, that was a fail because I think that was one of the videos where they just dropped off really early in the video and didn't watch much at all. So, yeah, it's always trying to strategize a little bit. Oh, well, see, then he obviously can keep it really entertaining then, Dominic, because that's the thing. If you're hooked and you're not looking like there's definitely times I'm watching a video and I feel like it's got to be almost over and I would like to leave a nice comment and I look down, I'm like, "Oh, there's 2 more minutes to go." It happens. Yeah, I agree with you, Stevie. Like, I don't think you should get into, what's popular. And I also like I've seen videos on, how to grow your channel. And it's always about, make a video about what people are searching, make an informational video. What are people searching? What are people searching about drones? Right now it might be the Mini 3 Pro, that's the latest drone. Everybody's searching it. Everyone wants to see a review. But like that stuff doesn't interest me, so I don't think that I'll ever I don't want to say ever, but I don't think that'll ever be the focus of my channel is just trying to figure out what people want to see and making a video about that. Like, I really just like to fly. I like to be outside on a nice day or even a cold day because you know what? Snow is beautiful. My winter videos are some of my favorites. Even my winter pictures are some of my favorites. So I just like to go outside, capture beautiful footage, and then figure out a way to make it interesting for the YouTube viewers. And maybe it doesn't all make it into a video. Um, Yeah, for sure. It depends on how it's delivered. Um, yeah. it does depend on the audience you're looking for, because I know in the drone community, well, in a lot of communities, doing reviews gets you a lot of people coming to your channel. Like that's a no-brainer. Reviewing the latest thing that's out. Like I thought about it, like I've got this Yeti microphone. I could do a review of the Yeti microphone, and maybe I will on my channel at some point, and that'll be one of those videos that people just keep coming back to because people search, the Yeti microphone and how do you like it? So it's possible that I might review something here or there, but I just can't see it ever being the focus of my channel, because I like to fly for fun. Hi, Johnny. And then put together a video later. Oh, well, that's nice of you. That's nice of you to let it play out. I actually do the same because I hate giving someone like a partial view. So even if maybe they lost my interest a minute and a half in, which I think a lot of times is actually I'm either hooked or I'm not, and by a minute and a half, I know. But yeah, I'll let it play out because I hate leaving someone with a cut. Most of your viewers watched 30 seconds of your video. Like that's definitely happened to me. But um, yeah, that's a good point too, Steady Eddie. And that, like, tutorials I've definitely listened to in the car, and live streams I've listened to in the car like a lot. Like that's definitely a good thing to do. And it gives people a lot of watch time too when you're listening in the car for an hour drive. Yeah, analytics do show a lot. I enjoy looking at analytics, and they do give you some interesting insights, and a lot of times they don't. A lot of times you just can't explain why something you thought was going to be really interesting and you put a lot of effort into the edit and it just didn't resonate with people, or they watched like 2 seconds and they were like, not for me. And they leave that comment though, please come sub me. But that's okay. Um Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen a whole lot of Philly Drone Life, but oh, there was a big sorry y'all. I will have to check out his channel a little bit more. I've seen a little bit of his lives, and it does seem like he is quite a character. I bet does he do like a vlogging type of thing, because it seems like that would be perfect for him. I'm sure he does. Although I've seen recently that vlogs are dying. I don't know. That was a headline I saw as I was scrolling through YouTube, that vlogs are dying. I don't know. You know what? If people are interesting, then people will watch them. And if they're not, then they won't. And Philly Drone Life is obviously an interesting character, so it probably doesn't matter what he's doing. He could probably be making breakfast and buttering toast, and it would be interesting to watch. So, hey there, Doug. Doug is from Pennsylvania. I think I put you on the map the other day. I was talking about the map earlier. It is in progress. Good night, Hugo. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny. Educational, entertainment, like if you could combine both, then you've probably got a great channel. I know that there's going to be nothing here that's educational probably, like, so I hope I'm being entertaining, but I don't know. Maybe I think if you can try to be a combination of both is probably the way to go. Oh, okay. So yeah, narrating his flights and adding humor, that's a great combination. Like if you're a funny person, that's definitely the way to go. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Dominic, was that a short? And the shorts, I haven't figured them out and I haven't done any, but it does seem like YouTube will push them and some of them just take off, and the next thing you know, you've got like over 1,000 views on one of your shorts. So yeah, it seems like that one is definitely taking off, Dominic. If it is a short, then I guess that's interesting. But even with the shorts, it's like YouTube pushes them supposedly, but then you'll have a short with 13 views on it, and then you'll have one with 1,000 views on it. So I guess I don't know what the formula is on any of it. I really don't. I don't know what the formula is on any of it. But I know that wow, see, cats. That's why it was a short. Okay. Yeah. That's why I keep saying this, and I haven't done it yet. But I am wanting to get Jasper's channel together on YouTube, because I swear I know that I've sat there and watched dog videos and cat videos. Jasper will share his channel with the cat, but I have some funny clips of them already, and they would be shorts. Like, it's so annoying, but I do film them, portrait mode. And everybody watches cats, right? Everybody watches dogs. I just wonder though, are the shorts bringing you subscribers? That's a real question that I have about shorts, because it seems like the people that like shorts are the people that just, they're in that rabbit hole and they're watching short after short after short. So do they care who you are? Do they actually come to your channel and subscribe to it? I don't know. It's like shorts seem like an interesting way to get a lot of views. And I'm just wondering if that gets converted into more subs, or if it's just views and if it's just view time. I don't know. Oh, they get 2 views and lose 4. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how any of it works. I try to figure it out though. I really do. I look at my analytics and I try to figure it out. Oh, a cat that plays fetch. I had a cat that played fetch when I was a kid. This cat that I have now, he doesn't play fetch, but he has a really cool trick, and I think that this would get a lot of views. He likes to chase the red dot from the laser pointer, and he runs down the hallway. He runs up the wall after it, and the light switch in that hallway is opposite. So if you push it down, the light goes on. So whenever he would, probably accidentally hit the switch down and turn on the light, I would give him a treat, and I would tell him that he turned on the light. Well, now, forget it. He will chase the red dot up the wall, but even if the light switch is over there, you see that paw go way out, and he'll do this big reach because he wants to turn on that switch. He tries so hard to turn on that switch, and sometimes he'll get it just first try. Like, I put the red dot down the hallway and boom, lights on. Where's my temptations? So I do have some good clips of him turning on the light, but in my spare time, I'm going to have to get this stuff together. I think I need like a month off. I really do. I think I need a month off to get all this stuff I want to do together. Oh, that sucks. Cats are fun. They're like little entertainment, creatures. They're yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done them yet, Johnny, but I don't understand the rhyme or reason to them. Even with, well, like with videos, from what I've seen on just your regular videos, the algorithm seems to like when you have a lot of activity early on. And when I've really pushed that, and I mean pushed it by posting at the right time, posting it on Facebook so maybe more people would come and check it out right away, replying to every comment right away. Like, it's a lot of work, but when I've actually put in effort and I've done all these things to show like major activity on a video as soon as I put it out, like within the first hour or two, it seems like YouTube shares it out at that point, and then those are the ones that end up doing better. And the ones that I just kind of throw up there and whatever happens, happens, not too much happens. Because, it seems like for the most part, if I put in the effort on getting a lot of activity early on, it gets shared out. And once it's shared out, like I do think that a good thumbnail helps a lot. Like I've tried to do thumbnails since I started my channel, and I felt like I was over promising because I would make a really nice thumbnail and have such a shitty video, like terrible flying because I was new. But yeah, I've always done or tried to do like a nice looking thumbnail, because when YouTube does share it out, people are seeing it, but are they going to click on it? That's the next step. But lots of views and view time, but little subs. That's kind of what I was thinking. So, really, if you want to get your view time up, like if you were trying, let's just say, to get monetized and you needed more view hours, it seems like the shorts could probably do really well, even though they're short. If they get viewed, 1,000 times, that's pretty awesome. Shorts are a good way for Google to squeeze 2 ads in. I forget what I was trying to do, but I paid for YouTube Premium, and I think I didn't even get to do what I want. I think I wanted to download videos and for use, like here, like on the live stream. And it turned out that with Premium, you can download videos, but they're like for you to watch later. It's not like you've downloaded them to your computer and now you can edit them and make a montage, or I don't know. It's you've downloaded it within YouTube and it's like a playlist. So it ended up being stupid, but I kind of forgot about all the ads because I haven't seen ads in the longest time. So maybe I do like YouTube Premium. I wonder what I'm paying for that. It's funny how this stuff adds up after a while. Yeah, cats love laser pointers, but I feel like my cat likes it to get his treat now. Film it and post it. Well, you know what? Why not? Put it out there, and even for yourself, just to collect it, to look back and remember things. I don't know. It's kind of like a photo album, but it's a video album. What was I saying before? I got myself off track. Oh, maybe I was thinking about this. Lots of views and view time, but little subs. Yeah. So I know I don't know, like, oh, I know. I was talking about how much everything costs because I'm paying for YouTube Premium and I'm paying for Epidemic Sound. And I am paying for StreamYard because I'm such a girl. I just wanted to have like pretty borders and stuff like that. Like I didn't want to have the generic thing. I didn't want to have like, I think it's over here, like the little duck up in the corner for StreamYard logo. Like I just wanted it to look pretty. So I'm paying for StreamYard. It's so stupid. The reason you pay for it is because you want to have like a lot of people on your panel, and meanwhile it's just me sitting here talking to my webcam, but talking to all you fine people. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I feel like I've been just chatty babbling for the longest time now, but you're all still here, so thank you so much. But yeah, it seems like so yeah, YouTube Premium, StreamYard, Epidemic Sound. I paid for a service. It was cheap enough, but it was just it had templates to make videos. So I paid for that too. I guess I'm paying a lot of money a month to do this. But it's okay. It's fun and I like it. So the right time as far as what, like video length? It really does depend on the video because like someone else was saying, they could probably watch 20 minutes of Philly Drone Life and it doesn't feel like any time has gone by at all. And then, you could watch a minute of a different video and you're bored already and you can't wait to click off of it. So it's kind of hard. I end up always shooting for about 2.5 minutes. And then sometimes my videos end up being longer than that. And then I'm trying to clip a little bit more song to just finish it out. And maybe it ends up being 3 or 3.5 minutes. But the only ones that are longer and like a lot longer are the drift videos, because again, those are for the drift drivers and they just want to see their car. And so I try to put together any footage that isn't absolute garbage, because obviously I cut out when, I don't know, I was trying to slowly pan around this corner and I went too slow. And then the FPV drone just does like that DJI stop and wrecks everything. I love it, but that one thing right there is like you can't like slowly do anything because it's gonna think you're stopping, and then it does that very abrupt stop and the video just looks horrible. But yeah, those videos that I do end up being longer and I put like 5 songs in them because they're 15 minutes long, but I want to have music while the cars are going around. And probably to my regular YouTube viewers, those are probably boring videos. I would be bored 10 minutes in watching the cars go around the same corner over and over again. But, it's kind of, in a way, it's not for you guys, it's for the drift guys. So, speaking of point of view, though, I was thinking that I am going to make a drift video that's more for my YouTube audience, and I want to do kind of like a behind the scenes at drift. See, that's a different thing. That's not like 15 minutes of car footage. That's, here's what drift weekend is like. Here's our setup. Here's where we fly from. Here's how you get in at a drift track, So I'm putting together a video that's a drift video, but for a different audience, for the YouTube audience. So a little bit different mindset on what, just my regular viewer might want to see. That's so good to know, Dominic. So the shorts are really giving you good view time, huh? That's interesting. I'm up here trying to do live stream, get a little more view time. I just found that, Crypto Man. That's what I ended up going with. I paid for YouTube Premium, didn't really get what I wanted, and I ended up with 4K video downloader. That is what I use now. Well, not only. Oh, well, you know what? My videos, I end up playing straight off of my computer, because the intro video is maybe 2 minutes long, 2.5 minutes long. The outro video is longer. And when I uploaded it into StreamYard and played it, it just looked like garbage. It looked horrible. The quality really diminishes when you upload it to StreamYard. So some things I play straight off the computer and just hope that everything is going to handle it well. I'll be very curious when I watch this back. I'll be curious to see, like, how did Wedge and Big's video play? Was it choppy? Was the quality bad? Because what I played that straight off of the computer, because I don't know. Like, I don't trust going from the link, because I don't really know how to do it yet. Like, I know how to do it, but I don't know how to do it and make it not choppy. Those choppy videos, I can't watch that. I just can't watch that. When someone is doing viewer videos and the video is all choppy, no, I'm not getting the feel of it. It looks horrible. So so what I do is I do the 4K video downloader, and if like last week I was doing your best 30 seconds. So I was clipping out 30 seconds and then I just put those all together in a folder. But I was, even with those, I played them straight off my computer because when I play through StreamYard, I feel like the quality is just shot. Oh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to do that. I don't know how to take a clip and turn it into a short. I know that that is something that's allowed, but I don't know how to take, let's just say, for instance, it's a landscape video and now you want to make it into the short. I guess you could do it in an editor. You could probably do it in an editor. I haven't tried that though. I've heard of that. I've heard of OBS. I haven't checked it out, but is that a free or is that something else to pay for? I feel like I'm paying quite a bit for all these. It doesn't seem like much. You got $5 here, $7 there, subscription here, subscription there. And the next thing you know, oh, and don't forget anything that you become a member of the channel. There goes another $2 or $5. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the YouTube budget, it adds up quickly. Yes, so Doc Murdoch, thanks for stopping by. I'm not sure when you got here, but thank you. Thank you for being here. Tammie Jane, I do. I read it that way. I think everybody does now. It's kind of funny. It doesn't do. Oh, in full manual with the DJI stop. I know. When I'm really afraid to go into full manual with the DJI FPV drone. Like I want to fly manual, but I want to do it with a more hardy drone because I just know I'm going to break it. But I will eventually. Before I got the DJI FPV drone, I was flying a little bit on a sim and I was enjoying it and I felt like I was doing all right. And then I got this DJI FPV drone and it doesn't fly like that at all. It's got that built-in roll to give you that FPV feel, and I think it just flies so weird. So I felt like I was relearning how to fly when I got the drone, but I still think it's the funnest ever. Yeah, you know what? I'm not into the vertical video either, but I think people like to just consume mindless videos one after another. And I swear, when I've seen them or when I've seen I forget what they're called on Facebook, but Facebook does the same kind of thing. And they're always so dumb. It's like a person just sitting there and nodding and they point at the screen, point of view, a chick doing a drone live stream. And all they do is like point to the words, nod their head, and it's so dumb. 1.2 million views. Like I don't even understand it, but yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know what time you could do yours, Dominic, but I'd certainly stop by. I think it's kind of fun because I like to socialize with all of you. So it's kind of like I like to be in the chat on live streams and say hi to everyone and participate in what's being discussed or whatever. But this is kind of cool too. It's like all you guys came here to, well, I know it's like a hangout and you all socialize with each other, but you came here to socialize with me. So that's like fun. Yeah, it does. That's why some things I'll put up into StreamYard just because it's easy to click on them. But some things I won't because it really looks so crappy. Oh, 95 subs to go. Did you get 5 more subs today, Dominic? That's awesome. That's awesome. Outdoor shorts, man, huh? What do you have your upload megabit set to right now for your stream? So this was something that I was looking at today, Doc. There are 3 different settings in StreamYard, and it has to do with latency. So you can have high latency where the video looks fantastic, apparently, but the chat will be slightly delayed. Like there is latency beats with the chat, so you don't get things exactly when they're happening. There's a delay. Low latency, you get the chat right away. So if you want to try to interact with the chat, you're getting things right away, but your video looks a little crappier. I think what I chose was the in between latency, normal. So I might be getting a little bit of a delay with the chat, but I figured I would anyway because I can hardly keep up with the chat. But I picked the in between one, and I'm very curious. I don't know, because I know for the whole first part of the show, I'm just talking, playing some videos or whatever, and I'm not really interacting with the chat. So in that case, the latency wouldn't matter. But then, like right now, I wouldn't want high latency because I am trying to see what everyone is talking about. So yes, StreamYard sucks. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what the it seems like you're always giving up something. So I'm either giving up what the quality looks like, or I'm giving up the, just the ability to have this immediate interaction with the chat. So I don't know. Yeah, there are definitely ways to buy views. There are definitely people cheating. You could buy subs, you could buy views, you could buy all of it. 9 a.m. That's possible. I mean, I'd be at work, but I work from home. I could definitely have a live stream going while I'm on the computer. Hey there, Private Island. Um, yeah, it'd be fun, Dominic. You should give it a try. Oh no, he lost power. Ah, well, that stinks. Um, once I crossed the business that said oh. Well, I think succeeding is the best way to give somebody the FU. I mean, just doing it. You don't really have to say in your face, you said I couldn't get 200 subs, but I did. You just do it and move on. And yeah, you just do it. You just succeed. Oh, yeah? I'd be very interested to know. I watched a tutorial or two with Restream, and it looked to be pretty interesting, but StreamYard just seemed easy to use. So I think that's why I went with StreamYard, because it was easy. But hey, you never know. I'd be curious to know what you think if you do switch. I'd be curious to know how you like them. Oh, well, good night, Joe America. Thank you for being here. I love that high school sports stuff. I always thought that was so fun. That's right. Just do it. Just do it. So, how are we doing, you guys? We are approaching 2 hours. There's still 31 people here. Wow. I didn't know how tonight was going to go because the Ken show wasn't on. It was a replay. So I tried to start a little earlier, but I didn't really have any way of telling anybody that I was going to be on earlier. So I just kind of went with it. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good turnout for not a lot of notice and no advertising on Thursday Night Live. That was pretty good. Thank you, Coach. I really like when everybody supports each other. That's kind of it's kind of what I want to do over here. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out all this techie stuff and how everything works. I still want to see how videos are playing, if they're playing well, and stuff like that. Like I don't want things to look crappy, but like right now, what I'm seeing in the screen, like I look okay, but when I watch it back, does this quality look bad? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I got to try out that. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you for being here. Maybe I got to see what, oh, thank you. That'd be cool. Oh, you're over on Instagram. I wonder if I'm following you on Instagram. I'm going to look for you, Doc. Well, I think I agree with that, Jim. You can't worry about the subs too much. Like I really did want to hit 500. That was a really big goal, and I was really, really happy when I hit 500 because I wanted to be able to do the community tab, and from there I wanted that before I started to stream. Because I wanted to be able to say, hey, everybody, I have a stream coming up, which I didn't even do for this week. And I also wanted to be able to do like those polls. I find them interesting. And so, yeah, 500 was a really big goal for mine. And I think I would still be struggling and clawing my way towards it if I wasn't, lucky enough to be on the Ken show. And I think I got like 100 subscribers that month. So that was awesome. And that really helped. That was a huge boost. But for now, I don't know. Like, I guess I hope to continue growing. Like, I think I'd probably be sad if I was just, kind of stuck at 500 and not moving. Like, I guess you always want to be gaining a few here and there. You put videos up, and even if you do them for yourself and because you love to fly, it's certainly nice that people are watching them and people are enjoying them and appreciating the hard work you put into them. So, I think there's a little bit of both, You have a competitive streak. Well, you know what? That's a driving force. If you have a competitive streak, that's good. Makes you work harder, makes you go for what you want. So I think that's good. Thank you, Gardo. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate everyone being here, and it's almost 11 o'clock and you're all still here. That's so nice. It really is. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate everyone's support. It's probably almost bedtime though, and it's probably almost time to walk Jasper. So maybe I'm going to play the outro, and I will be over into the chat to say goodnight to all of you. Yeah, I've seen that, Coach. I think that's really awesome. And that's a whole nother, that's a whole nother use. It's just like documenting things and having them there, for other people to see, or just documenting it for yourself. Like that's a great use of it as well. Just even a place to store all of these things. Oh, wow. So you're competitive over there too, huh, Dominic? That's all right. So, okay. I'm going to play the outro and I'll be over in the chat. And thank you all for being here. Let's see. And I will be on next week, probably right after the Ken show. So probably starting late at around 10 o'clock. Probably try to start it right at 10. And I'll see you all then.
Tammie yet.
Tammy Jean. I think she's wearing her three-piece in this.
People keep mentioning Tammie Jean, but she is not a reviewer. I've never heard of Tammie Jean, unfortunately.
You know what? She's one of the boys. She's one of the boys.
Yeah.
Here, right here, right here. This is for Tammie. We know who Tammie is.
Oh, there's Tammie Jean. Hey, Tammie Jean.
Tammie Jean.
Tammie Jean. Yeah, yeah. Tammie was like commenting on my videos.
Tammie Jean.
I want the vitamins she's taking.